Okay guys, so as you guys have seen from my last video, I had an update on the Broncos Patriots game, which that game is in an hour from now. That game's in an hour from now. Now is an update on the Rams and Seahawks game. I'm hoping this is a trend that starts good. Maybe not just in NFL, maybe I'm gonna start doing basketball, baseball, soccer, hockey, whatever. If you guys are liking these kind of trends, make sure to comment that down below. Let me know what kind of sports you want me to do next. Maybe I'll do updates all year round on different sports every week. But this is the Rams and Seahawks live updates. NFL playoffs, NFC Championship games for predictions, odd and latest. So, the NFC Championship game, this is the latest news. The Los Angeles Rams will take on the NFC West rival Seattle Seahawks in the NFC Championship game with the trip to the Super Bowl on the line. The Rams and the Seahawks split their regular season series, with each team winning a close game at home. NFL MVP favorite Matthew Stafford is seeking his second trip to the Super Bowl, while the Seahawks are looking to return there for the first time in 11 years. Follow live for the latest news, play-by-play updates, and analysts from the Athletic NFL staff. Kick off today at 6:30 p.m. When Sean McVay coached in his first NFC Championship game 7 years ago, he was still the youngest coach in the NFL, just a few days shy of his 33rd birthday. A lot has changed since then. McVay celebrated his 40th birthday yesterday, and is now the second longest tenure coach in the NFL, behind only the Chiefs' Andy Reid. McVay has a track record to earn such a distinction too. In 9 years as the Rams head coach, McVay has a 92-57 regular season record, 10-5 playoff record, a Super Bowl title, and now his third NFC championship game berth. He remains one of the most innovative offensive minds in the NFL, as well as an expert and identifier of talent. As the Rams' current team features several mid or late round draft picks, we have become integral starters such as wide receiver Puka Nakua, running back Kyren Williams, defensive backs Kobe Durant and Quentin Lake, and linebacker Byron Young. And in partnership with McVay, 37-year-old quarterback Matthew Stafford is on the verge to winning his first NFL MVP award in a decorated career. McVay's growth as a leader has been on full display throughout the Rams' 2025 season and their playoff run. That's what Nate Atkins writes. The Rams and the Seahawks have taken very different paths to rematch. The Seahawks and Rams will play for a third time this season with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Much will be made about how each of the first two games were on the scoreboard. That is not the story. These teams have traveled much different paths since Seattle overcame a 16-point deficit in the fourth quarter to beat the Rams in Week 16. The Rams have logged 13,500 air miles to play 6,824 player snaps across 4 games, featuring 650 total plays. They outscored their opponents 115-95 in those games, and led by less than 1 point on average during any single play. That's grueling road from Seattle to Los Angeles to Atlanta and back, Charlotte and back, Chicago and back, and up to Seattle. That's a long. The Seahawks overcame the same time period, having traveled less than 6,000 miles to play 4,411 player snaps across 3 games, featuring 411 total plays. They outscored their opponents 81-19 in those games, and led by 10.2 points on any average during any single play. That's a breeze. The Seahawks probably won't beat the Rams by the kind of margin they beat the 49ers, but the Rams, like the 49ers, fit the profile of a team without as much fuel remaining in the tank. They have made round trips to Charlotte and Chicago since Seattle traveled to the Bay Area in Week 18. If the Rams reach the Super Bowl, they will have earned it. But this game could get away from them if the Seahawks do not comply with turnovers. They've committed seven while collecting only one in their first two games against the Rams so far this season. How the Seahawks built their NFL's perfect modern defense. Did you notice that the Seahawks have built the perfect modern defense? How has Mike Macdonald done it in just year 2 of his tenure in Seattle? How the Seahawks got here, divisional round. Thanks in large part of the last meeting with the Rams. More on that later on. The Seahawks have entered the playoffs as the NFC West champions and number 1 seed in the conference. They earned Seattle a bye to the divisional round, setting up another game against a divisional rival it had already seen twice this season in the San Francisco 49ers, making them even more nerve-wracking for Seattle fans with the news that quarterback Sam Darnold suffered an oblique injury and practice on Thursday and sat out Friday, making him a game-time decision on Saturday night. It took them roughly 13 seconds for the Seattle fans anxious to turn into jubilation. That's how long it took Seattle's Rashid Shaheed to run the opening kickoff 95 yards for a touchdown, setting the tone for a 41-6 Seahawks beatdown over the 49ers. And Seattle's first home game in front of the fans in 9 years, Darnold only had to attempt 17 passes, but looked comfortable doing so. Recording 12 completions for 124 yards and a touchdown, while Kenneth Walker ran for 116 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. And the Seahawks defense flexed with 3 takeaways and 3 fourth down stops. The game was so lopsided that Darnold, Walker, and several other Seahawks first starters were pulled early in the fourth, while after Walker's third score. But I'm gonna end the video here. Because this is a long article, and I'm not gonna have you guys sitting here reading through watching 20 minutes worth of video. This is a long article. Yeah, my prediction is the Rams gonna win. Let's see if they have. But yeah, make sure you guys watch the game for live updates. I will be back maybe next week. But yeah, like I said before, let me know in the comments if you want me to do updates on other sports too, like NFL, MLB, the soccer league, or even golf. But let me know in the comments what other sports you guys want me to do. For now, bye.